It's Sunday, and with that, welcome to the grand finale of Bauma 2025 at Liebherr. What a fantastic week, full of technology, full of power, full of goosebump moments. And we had such great weather. And today, we're giving it our all once more. We have more unforgettable highlights for you. So, stick with it. And for me that means one last time, hands on the future. Let's go! One crane, two drives, the LTM 1155.4E. That's what I'm talking about with Julian Rapp. Julian, what was the deciding factor for Liebherr to add a fully electrically powered version to the existing version? On construction sites around the world, there are increasing regulations regarding local zero emission, and the issue of noise is also very important here. That is why we have developed a crane that offers both. It is very quiet and CO2 neutral. And we are now taking a close look at how this world premiere was tested in the run-up to Bauma in Ehingen. The particular challenge with the LTM 1150-5.4E was to accommodate all the electrical components in the crane. This means the electric motor itself and the battery pack. We decided to place the battery pack at the rear of the vehicle so that all the electrical components can be stowed firmly and compactly here. There are already regulations that stipulate that work on some construction sites around the world must be emission-free. This is where our crane comes into play. On the one hand, it can be operated independently via the battery, and on the other, it can work 24/7 in plugged-in mode. We use the battery pack at the rear of the vehicle to carry out peak shaving. This means cutting off the power peaks through the battery in order to offer maximum performance. A major advantage, in addition to the emission-free operation of the crane, is the noise-free operation. This offers great advantages when working in the city, for example, in the vicinity of nurseries or schools. And that is what we are testing here in Ehingen on our test site. Various crane movements are carried out for this purpose. All crane movements that the crane performs on construction sites around the world. At the same time, the acoustics are measured via microphones. The main areas of application for our new crane are emission-free construction sites around the world. Today, we mainly see these in Scandinavia and the Netherlands. And now, it literally gets gigantic. We are talking about an order of 475 machines, which is unprecedented in Liebherr's over 75-year company history. The partnership with Fortescue is historic, a real milestone, and it is very exciting because Fortescue is both a supplier and a customer.
So the Liebherr and Fortescue partnership is extremely important to the Liebherr mining division. It's one of the biggest contracts ever signed for Liebherr and Fortescue. And it's fair to say that hand in hand we're working to decarbonise the mining industry.
So Fortescue and Liebherr have been working together for over 20 years. It started out as supply of mining excavators to our mining operations, but over time that has grown now to co-developing products. So strategic partnerships like this are critical to success.
So for us, autonomous haulage is all about removing the person from this cab. And so when we think about life in a battery electric world and to be able to optimise and charge these big units, it is very important for us to be able to consistently apply our technology.
The partnership includes 3 different products that we have. One is this glorious T264 electric truck provided with Fortescue's battery power system. We also have our PR776E, which is a dozer, which is also powered by Fortescue battery system. And then we have a partnership where we're developing autonomous haulage solution.
The status of the autonomy solution that's been co-developed by Liebherr and Fortescue is very positive. So these trucks are now operating in Australia. So we have autonomous trucks driving around in our Australian mine sites, and we're going to the next go-live phase in May, where there'll be more trucks operating around other equipment in Australia.
The next machine may be a little smaller, but its compact design is exactly what makes it stand out. Let's find out what it's all about. The special thing about the 2 new wheeled excavators A909 and A911 is that we have developed 2 completely new machines that are separate from the larger models. The machines are very compact and highly maneuverable and are characterized by their clear layout in the cab.
In der Kabine aus. Wir haben eine sehr, sehr hohe Traglast.
We have a very high load capacity compared to the previous models. The machine has a center point in the middle of the machine due to the swivel bearing no longer being present, which is why the lifting force is very high. And of course, we have our new operating system in the new cab, which is called INTUSI. This operating system will be used in future for all wheeled excavators, including the larger ones, and is characterized by intuitive operation.
INTUSI is based on an intuitive user interface. This means that we have a 10-inch display attached directly to the arm console. It's with an easy reach of the operator, and he can individually configure his joystick assignments and the keypads on the 3.5-inch display to suit him and his daily work. He can save his user profile. He enters the cab, loads his user profile, and the machine is customized to his needs.
Betritt die Kabine, lädt sein Benutzerprofil und die Maschine ist individuell auf ihn eingestellt.
The last day of the exhibition is underway. Time for a little summary. How was Liebherr's performance in the previous business year? And what will you take away from Bauma 2025? Steffen Günther now answers these questions for me. He is member of the board of directors of the group. Mr. Günther, first of all, perhaps a review of the past year. Liebherr celebrated its 75th anniversary. How would you summarize the anniversary year? It has been a difficult, challenging year. There were product segments that were not doing so well in view of the economic situation, especially in Germany. On the other hand, other product areas have performed far better, and all in all, we did really well and are also very satisfied with the consolidated financial statements for the last fiscal year. And what was your personal highlight at Bauma 2025? The machines, the technology, the incredibly impressive booth is something that we know and that visitors know from previous years. But what is extraordinary is the motto "Hands on the future." It shows Liebherr's down-to-earthness. It also demonstrates Liebherr's partnership approach and, of course, the future. You can see it in the products, in the drive technologies, in the digitalization that runs through all products. So, really pure enthusiasm. Mr. Günther, thank you very much for the interview. I have a very special task waiting for me, and that's why I have to leave very quickly now. I get to be hands-on one last time. This is our farewell to a week full of passion, technology, and team spirit. Thank you for being there, live or digitally. That was the Liebherr Bauma Video Magazine 2025. We say goodbye and are already looking forward to the next time. Hopefully we'll see you again in 3 years' time. And now, traditionally, it's time for the sounding of horns.
Em nome do Grupo Liebherr, nosso muito obrigado a todos os visitantes e clientes. A Bauma é sempre um evento muito incrível.
Até a próxima Bauma 2028. Danke für den Besuch hier auf der Bauma in München 2025. Ich hoffe, wir sehen uns bald wieder, spätestens zur Bauma 28 dann. Ciao!
Grazie per questa Bauma, è stata una settimana bellissima, uno spettacolo grandissimo. E ci vediamo in 3 anni di nuovo. Grazie per tutto, ciao!
包埋咪好精彩咧，多謝你哋光臨，3年後再見啦！
आप सभी प्रियजनों को बामा मिनट में आने के लिए धन्यवाद। उम्मीद करते हैं आप हमसे हमेशा जुड़े रहेंगे। वापस मिलेंगे बामा 2028 में। धन्यवाद।
Schön sind ihr an der Bauma gewesen. Ich freue mich aufs nächste Mal. Bis bald.
Děkujeme, že jsme se mohli potkat na veletrhu Bauma 2025 a budeme se na vás těšit za 3 roky zase. Nashledanou.
Gracias por venir y hasta la próxima.
شكرا على زيارتكم لباوما، ان شاء الله تكونوا انبسطتوا وبنحب نشوفكم بباوما 2028.
Bauma 2025'e hoş geldiniz. 3 yıl sonraki Bauma'da görüşmek üzere. Teşekkürler.
Voor allemaal van Bauma van 2025 baie dankie dat jullie was en we hopen jullie te zien bij die volgende Bauma.
Merci beaucoup, au revoir et à bientôt sur la Bauma.
I hope you had a wonderful time at Bauma. It was so lovely to see everyone and hope to see you next time.